Oh, there you are. Thank you for joining me. My name is David Charles, International Psychic Medium. Today we're going to do a reading for you entitled, Will They Love Me Forever? Will he love you forever? Will she love you forever? You want to find out? Let's get on with it. No theme tunes, no gimmicks. Straight on with the reading now. Got the theme tunes at the end, okay. We're going to do a four stack reading, pick a card reading, timeless reading, which means that it doesn't matter when you find it. You can find it tomorrow or next year. It will apply to you, if it does apply to you, if it resonates with you, because you, hopefully, are going to pick the pack of cards. So here they are. A special welcome to you if you're alone watching this. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, click the like button, click the bell icon, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video, which is every day at the moment. And tell your friends and share me with your friends. And at the end of the reading, we're going to do stage 33 of the Old England Tarot School course, which today is the Five of Pentacles. An interesting card, can be troublesome. Also, there'll be a little competition at the end for you to win a free reading with me from anywhere in the world. A full-length reading, 20 minutes, 30-minute reading, valued at £65 from anywhere in the world. All you have to do is wait to the end of the video and I'll show you how you can win that prize. So, let's get on with it. We're going to get you to pick a card. That's 1, 2, 3 or 4. Pick a pile, I should say. Which one do you fancy? 1, 2, 3 or 4. Use your intuition. Chill out and zoom down, as people say. Ask your friends if you're with a group. If there's 4 of you, you can have 1 each. Pick a card pack, and if you pick one of the higher numbers, you can run the video and I'll put the marks below for you for the different chapters. But we'll start with number 1. Will they love you forever? We may not find out all that, but we'll give it a go. First of all, I'm picking up the person you're thinking of at the moment, number 1, may not be a forever soulmate. It depends, because some of you, I'm sure they are. But that doesn't always mean they will be. There doesn't seem to be as much love around you as I would really like to see. But of course, the reading you have, a psychic reading, is to change things. So you can change all that. But it appears to me that the pair of you have had problems in the past. And you may be still a little bit resentful of past arguments or quarrels that you've had. And they have possibly been caused by outsiders. So at the moment, I think the person you're asking about or concentrating on may feel a bit stuck or a bit trapped. Or it could be, number 1, that you are feeling a bit trapped or a bit stuck. Some of you may feel like you're getting more love in than you want. And some of you may be feeling like you're giving more love out than you're getting in. So there seems to be an imbalance, which is quite often the case. I'm picking up tears, number 1. Tears of regret, which means, as I mentioned, you're possibly regretting something that happened in the past between the two of you. You may be regretting something that happened between you and somebody else, and your partner now, or the person you're thinking of now, may be resentful of that. I think things will improve for you within weeks if you come to terms with past problems and put them where they belong, and that's in the past. Don't drag them along with you now, because it's causing trouble. It may be, this won't apply to all of you, of course. This is a general reading. You'll know if it resonates with you, and if not, come back in a day or two and pick a different number, or go to one of my other readings, because I've got dozens of them on my channel. And they're nearly all about love and romance. Looks to me, number 1, that things will improve. All of a sudden you may start to see the light, both of you, and then the feelings of entrapment may fall away. However, you've got to stop putting things off. You've got to sort things out. There are problems in this romance or this relationship that you tend to be ignoring. The same applies as before. It may be that the problems are that your partner is ignoring, he or she. There's also a lot of flirtation going on. One of you, number 1, and I think it's the other one, your partner, your friend or your lover, is a little bit flirtatious. Doesn't mean they're cheating on you, but they just like to look. I look at paintings in the gallery, but I don't buy them. Well, I don't, but if I went, I would. Like, you can look at things, as I always say, doesn't mean you're going to have them, but this person is a little bit flirtatious occasionally. If it's a man, for one of you, the man may be a bit of a womanizer. So if it's a man and your same-sex couple, he may be someone that likes the other men as well. But things are improving. On a separate note, number one, I think your finances are improving as well. Your ships are coming in. But you've got to stop looking back. You've got to look forward. And then it's possible, if you sort this thing out, that this person will love you forever. That you will become what people call soulmates. I'm not sure about the meaning of that sometimes, but I always say your soulmate can be your sister or your brother. It doesn't have to be your lover. But the person can, and you can stay together and say to people in the future, we've been married 50 years or we've been together 50 years. So you can fall into that category if you want to. The question I've got more for you is not will he love you or she love you forever. The question I have for you really to ask yourself is, will you love them forever? Because it doesn't really look 100% that you will. I think you need to sort out your feelings, number one. Come to terms with reality, not things from the past. Do not dwell on past events. They're spoiling everything. But take off your blindfold, look at what's going on. Don't live in the past. Watch out for flirtatiousness from one of you. It could be either of you or both of you. You may be a bit flirtatious or a bit teasy with each other when it comes to other people. So I hope you found that interesting, number one. Stick with me, because you can win a free reading with me at the end of the reading, at the end of the session, from anywhere in the world. There's a little competition for you to win a free reading. And so we move on to number two. If you pick number two, this is for you. Now then, a special welcome if you're watching this alone, if you run it on to number two. Now then, will this person love you forever? It's a big question. Forever is a long, long time. At the moment, as it stands at the moment, number two, you're getting what you deserve. So if you deserve to be loved forever, you will be. If you're being a bit awkward or a bit naughty, then don't expect the person to respond favourably for you. I think you're worrying about things, and I believe that you're staying up late, you've got your life in a bad pattern, a bad routine, and I think if you don't have this lover forever, you'll decide that within weeks, not months or years. You will make a decision soon, and it may involve that you leave this person and go for a brand new lover. At the same time, your decision could involve or could mean that you rekindle the romance with this person and that you become like brand new lovers all over again. I hope that's the case for you, because I think that would be nice and romantic. It seems to me that the two of you have lost your way somewhere. You haven't parted, and if you have, it's not permanent. You'll be back together. But when you get back together, you need to sow the seeds of togetherness, foreverness. I just thought of that. It's good, isn't it? Togetherness, foreverness. If you want to be together forever, then you've got to get the person back if they've strayed a little bit. You've got to go back if you've strayed a little bit. If you've been tempted away by a mother or a father or the family, go back. You may find that he or she has been pulled away by outsiders as well. There can be these problems where the two of you seem to be ticking along quite nicely, but somebody doesn't approve. Often mum or dad, or his mum and dad, or her mum and dad. They may not approve of you. So will the person love you forever? It's a bit like number one. You need to sort things out. You need to decide if that's what you want. If you don't, I think you'll leave this person soon. If you do decide to leave this person or stop seeing this person, I believe that you will find a new lover soon, but I don't want to tempt you to pack up your romance. That's not what I'm trying to do. But the chances are that if this is not a person forever, a soulmate as they call them, then you will find your so-called soulmate when you decide to move on. At the moment, you're heading towards a high level of stress, number two. So you can avoid that. I'm glad you're watching this. Keep yourself chilled out. Do not let your stress levels climb up. Imagine you're having your blood pressure taken every day. You've got to keep it down. Keep it down. Don't let yourself get stressed. And I got an itch. You may find that other people are causing stress for you, and sometimes, number 2, they will do this on purpose. And if they do, they'll get karma. There's the karma. That sometimes means karma. The judgment card from the major arcana will bring karma to anyone who is bad to you. It will bring karma to anyone who has been bad to you. Most psychics and witches believe that karma is threefold, so they get it 3 times over. If anyone's been nasty to you and drawn your lover away to be spiteful, they're going to pay for it. You may never find out. We don't always see karma, but believe me, it comes. You've got to stop staying up too late. You've got to get your sleep and stop worrying about things unnecessarily. If you can do it, rekindle this romance, keep other people out of it. Easier said than done. If it means moving house, then eventually you may have to do that. Maybe not yet. You may have to move towns. If people are interfering, and I believe they may be, and they may not be telling you that, but there may be outside people edging this person on to leave you or to try and spoil things for you. You've got to escape those clutches if that's the case. If you want a full reading with me, go to davidcharlespsychic.com. That's my website, and you can book me on there from anywhere in the world. And if I'm not free, one of my team that work for me will look after you, and they're very good. They have to be good to get in my team. So keep your stress levels down, get plenty of rest, make sure you're eating okay, and make a decision soon about this love life. You can either move on and search for new love, or you can rekindle this romance and make it like it's brand new again, like the day you first met, when you first looked into each other's eyes. I'm not exaggerating, you really can do that, number 2. The spirits are telling me that, and I believe it's true, and I believe that some of this, a bit like number 1, some of it's down to you now, or up to you, whichever way you want to talk. I think it's up to you. You need to hold this in daylight, see it clearly for what it is. The romance that may have gone a bit astray can either be mended and really mended well, or you move on. I believe you will make a choice within weeks rather than months. Thank you for watching that, number 2. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so, and click the bell icon. And make some comments below, please. I always answer them, they're very interesting. And you may, if you want to stick around, win a free reading with me from anywhere in the world. And I'll tell you how to win that at the end of this session. And let's see number 3. If you chose number 3, will they love you forever? Right, number 3, you're quite psychic. Everybody is a bit psychic. At the moment, number 3, you're going through a psychic high. That may be why you're watching this video and possibly watching other people's as well. You've got psychic activity going on strongly, and it's big, and it's making you question things. And I believe that the question, will they love you forever, you already know the answer. I think you know quite well what the answer is. I don't think they will, to be fair. I've got to stress this won't apply to all of you, so don't think I'm being mean to you, but I don't think they will, because you're surrounded by temptation soon, number 3, if not already. This can mean that you're tempted to stray, but not just that, it can mean that you're tempted to do things that you wouldn't normally do, and it can also mean that you're tempted to say things that you wouldn't normally say. So the message for temptation is walk away from it. Do not be lured in by the temptation that sometimes comes to all of us. It's like life is trying to trap us and lead us into things we shouldn't normally do, and we wouldn't normally do, and you wouldn't normally do, number 3, because you're a kind person. And I think you're a caring person. And most people that are psychic and spiritual are, not being big-headed of course, but most people, psychic people, are feeling people. They feel other people's pain, and you're no exception, number 3. You have psychic activity big time at the moment. You get these high points, I believe, around about twice a year. At the moment, you're on a high point. Use it to your advantage. See things from inside. Go with your inner feelings. Follow your dreams, especially if they're repetitive. I always say that. If you're having dreams that repeat themselves, then you can bet your life that the spirits are getting these, or trying to get messages through, and you're just not getting it, so they keep repeating it in dreams. So write down your dreams. I believe that 7 out of 10 of your dreams will be psychological, and 2 or 3 of your dreams will be psychic. It's the 2 or 3 that are repetitive that you want to watch out for. Keep a note of them. You may not know what they mean immediately, but you may be washing the car a few days later and the meaning will come to you. You may be vacuuming the house or washing the dishes. Suddenly you'll think, I know what that dream means now, and it'll all come to you. I believe you're going to receive a romantic offer soon, number 3. Somebody fancies you, which makes this even more complicated. I believe that you're making your life harder than it should be. I believe that you're taking on too much in the coming weeks, and you won't, because I've warned you not to. And I think temptation will be all around you if it's not already. So you can show yourself and be proud of your self-control, because you won't fall for this temptation. If you do, you really will spoil things, whether it's this lover or the next. But I think you already knew the answer to this question. I think the person you're thinking about at the moment is not the person that will love you forever. And forever is a long time, so it's a big statement for me to make. As I said, this won't apply to all of you. And if you want a proper reading, go to my website, davidcharlespsychic.com, and you can book me on there. And if you don't get me, one of my team will help you, and they're very good. However, look out for travel. You may be traveling to the coast, some of you. You may be given too much to do at work. These are separate subjects. Talk to your spirit guides. They can hear you. They can't answer you always. And if you don't talk to them, it's very annoying for them, because they can hear you, number 3. Talk to them. Even if you're in the car doing 50 miles an hour, you can talk to your spirit guides. They will hear you. Trust me. And don't fall for temptation. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you for watching that. And stick with me, and you can win a free reading with me from anywhere in the world at the end of this session. And at the end of this session, we're going to do stage 33 of the Old England Tarot School course, which is the 5 of Pentacles. Sometimes a bit of a naughty card. If you chose number 4, thank you for waiting or running it on. I hope you've looked at the little marks down below so you can run the reading on. If you chose number 4, let's take a look. Will they love you forever? A similar thing again, number 4. You have an admirer, but your admirer is keeping quiet. Now you have a secret admirer. I said in one reading recently, if you get an unusual Valentine's card, you'll know why. And someone said, well, Valentine's months away, but these are timeless readings. You may find this reading early February. Whenever you find it, it will apply. There's no dates on these readings. The reading will be found by you when it's the right time. So don't worry about, it could be next week, it could be next year. But if you have a feeling that you need love, then I think you'll get it. But it's another spiritual time. You're a bit like number 3, you're in a psychic high, but you're very much influenced by a female spirit at the moment. A lady passed away, a lady you lost. Maybe recently, it may have been before you were born, but it's somebody who is guiding you. There'll be many spirit guides, but this lady is guiding you at the moment. She's with you right now, wherever you are. I'll repeat, this doesn't apply to everybody. Number 4, you'll know if it means you. This will resonate with you, and a lot of you are learning. A lot of you, number 4, are learning about yourself. A lot of you are studying. You may be going on courses. Some of you may be doing adult education. If you're still at school, then you're too young to watch this. Very naughty, unless you're really at the high school, of course. The late high school. But you're looking at education, learning, and learning about this person that you're interested in. You're learning about them because there's things you haven't learned quite just yet. I believe that you have an admirer to complicate things, and I believe that your life is too strict. You're being too formal. You need to be more relaxed. You need to be more, not give and take, but more flexible. If you go to see this person, or if they live with you and you fancy a day out, don't write everything down and 3 o'clock here, 4 o'clock there. Just go and do it. Go with the flow a bit more. That's my advice for you, number 4. And go with the flow with your romance. Try not to be too stringent. Try not to be too controlled, and try not to be too controlling. Your other partner, call it a person of interest, will not like that. They will not like to be pushed around by someone who is controlling. I'm not saying that you are, I'm just saying please don't be. You're very influenced by a lady in spirit, a lady that passed, excuse me, at some point. Maybe you were a tiny kid. Will this person love you forever? It's possible. It's not a certainty. I think within months, maybe weeks, you'll begin to realise whether that's the case or not, whether they will. I think you're doubtful yourself, and that's one of the reasons why you're watching this. Plus the fact that the lady in spirit may have got you to watch this video and to choose number 4. So you're learning about things, you're learning about you, number 4, you're learning about him or her, you're almost certainly being looked at with eyes that quite fancy you, so you must be very attractive, pretty if you're a girl, handsome if you're a man. There's something about you that they like. It may be someone you know that daren't tell you. They may think you're taken. They may think they're not good enough for you. So you may never find out, but trust me, you have an admirer, and if you don't have it now, they're coming very soon. Go with your psychic feelings, go with the feelings inside you. Watch out for your dreams, keep a note of your dreams, especially if they're repetitive, because psychic dreams are around you, as they were with number 3. And don't be too strict. And if you're dealing with paperwork, this could be mortgages, it could be legal documents, it could be credit loans agreements or documents for a car. Watch what you're signing, number 4. Don't be paranoid about that, but be careful. Read the small print if you're dealing with officialdom or solicitors or the police, because you could be misled by the paperwork, so be careful. I believe that this person may love you forever, but I think you'll need to just get things in perspective and see how you go when you've learnt a bit more about each other. Some of you, I don't think have been together very long. I think some of you, this is a bit new, and you're curious to whether it could be the one. Could it be the one? You'll know soon enough. Thank you for watching that, number 4. And please subscribe, click like, and share me with your friends on social media. And stick with me, because you can win, in a few minutes, a free reading with me from anywhere in the world. Anywhere. New Zealand, Alaska, Brazil, England. Welcome to beautiful Devon in England. That's where we are tonight. And stay with me. We're going to do stage 33 of the Old England Tarot School in a minute, which is the 5 of Pentacles. You're going to love that. And then I'll tell you how you can win your free reading. So I'll get everything ready for you as always. And I'll see you in a few seconds. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with me. Now we're going to do stage 33 of the Old England Tarot School diploma course. It was a diploma course originally 20 odd years ago, designed by my partner at the time and my soulmate. And excuse me using notes, I've got to not forget anything. Of course, at the end of this, you can win a free reading with me from anywhere in the world. I'll tell you how to do that after you just look at these notes for you, which I wrote years ago. But I don't want to miss anything out. Now, there you have the 5 of Pentacles. The top one's a bit missing. That's the printer, I'm afraid. This card, at its worst, can indicate poverty, loss of work, loss of home, financial insecurity, breakup of a relationship. Feelings of loneliness and dejection could prevail because of all that, obviously. But all is not lost, because from misfortune there could be gain. A knowledge of who really cares about you, who will help you, who will support you. Stuff will be coming to you, lots of it from family, friends, people that are really genuine and true. So it may be a short-term bad thing. Of course, as I always say, this depends on the cards that surround it in the reading. A card alone doesn't mean black and white, really. The querent may also meet somebody, or if it's your reading, you may meet someone in the same experience, in the same set of circumstances. The querent is the person receiving the reading, of course. A strong emotional bond will be formed if you meet somebody like that. There are indications that someone there to help you, or you may be there to help them through this difficult time. So it shows strength of character. Perseverance is required to come through this. New options and directions that have eluded you may arise and present themselves to you. You may have lost one battle, but you can win the war. That's what the card means. It's not all doom and gloom. Let's see what the notes are from all those years ago. The two figures on the pentacle are cold, they're hungry, they're tired, they're sick, and they're poor. This shows what it feels like to be without. It's the basic, well, lack of basic ingredients of life, really. If this thing haunts you, well, it haunts many people in this world, reality that's always too immediate, but it can be overcome. Those of us who are more fortunate may have experienced this extreme before, but you still recognise the suffering of others. So when not to have what you want and when you haven't got what you need, in other words. This reading indicates several kinds of lack. First, there can be poor health. You may have the querent may have an ongoing chronic illness that really gets on their nerves. It's time to tackle life's challenges, do what you have to do, and find vitality and strength, so look after yourself. The card can be signs that you're neglecting your needs or the needs of your body. You could be moving away from a complete physical well-being if you're not careful. So you have to take steps to discover and put right what the problem is. The card can also be a sign of material and economic setbacks. There's no doubt that the harder you try, sometimes you lack money or you lack a decent job. It seems that nothing goes right sometimes, but it's not always forever. If you're struggling to make ends meet, other problems are magnified, of course. Even if you feel comfortable, you can still feel insecure, afraid of misfortune that may come. Things may be too good to be true and you're frightened of something going wrong, in other words. And something may take away all that you've worked for all these years. That sometimes happens with divorce. You and your partner build up a big house, a nice family, nice furniture, and suddenly the whole lot goes. The divorce comes, one of you causes it possibly, and then you split everything up, or one takes more than the other, and the whole thing is destroyed. Bear that in mind if you have love problems at the moment. This card can mean lack of acceptance. Again, when people meet lovers, sometimes the family don't approve, especially with religious problems, different religions, different castes and all that sort of thing. You feel pain from this, you want to be included because of your emotional well-being, to give you well-being and support. Being rejected can mean physical hardship, so it can have a few bad things, this card, and there's a lot more than that. But it's not all doom and gloom. It will depend on the cards surrounding it, okay? But it can mean losing your income, running into troubles, experiencing hard times, going through hardship or lacking what you need, struggling to make ends meet. It can be health problems, being run down and tired, so you need, if you receive this card, to check out with your local doctor or medical professional. You can feel a bit ragged around the edges and you may need to seek medical attention, and you may be abusing yourself as well. It can mean feeling rejected, as I mentioned, feeling excluded, standing alone, or being disapproved of by people. So, pardon me, the card doesn't mean all that on its own. It depends what's around it. It may be surrounded by wonderful cards that take away all of this doom and gloom, but that is one of the sometimes gloomier cards of the pack of tarot. But as I said, it depends what's around it. I hope you're enjoying this course. Next time we're going to do stage 34, Six of Pentacles. So would you like to win a free reading with me from anywhere in the world? If not, you can buy one on my website, davidcharlespsychic.com, or if I'm not free, one of my team will sort you out, and they're really good. They have to be good to get in my team. If you want to win a reading with me, all you have to do is this. First of all, subscribe. You have to subscribe to be eligible for this. Secondly, I want you to put down below in the comments the reason why you think you should have a free reading with me, and some of the comments that I made in your reading tonight that resonated with you. So if you pick number 3 or number 2, whatever number you picked, what was it, or name one or two things that hit the right note for you. Let me know what you thought of it. Maybe there was one bit that stuck out particularly. I'll pick the winner from the best answers, and I'll let you know in the comment section the number to call me for your free reading from anywhere on the planet. And it's a full length reading worth £65 UK sterling. So thank you for being with me today or tonight, wherever you are, what time it is. Special thank you for those watching all on your own. And remember my motto, think lucky and you'll be lucky. Think love and you'll be loved. And I love all of you. So I'll see you soon. Catch you later. Bye-bye.